Now, for kids, they're lovely, bundles of joy, sources of all sorts of happiness and frustration and worry. So if we looked at Aristotle's perception of happiness, the center purpose, kids, tremendously great. I think when it comes to kids, it also shows here the importance of not asking people directly what drives or what gives them happiness. Because if you ask people directly, what are the causes of happiness? They'll say, my wife and kids, especially if the wife is standing right next to them. But the important thing is to sort of look behind the data, to ask people, how happy are you? And then find out all the demographics. Are they married? How much do they make? Where do they live? And then see behind the data, for those people that are happy, what are the common denominators? And then we can start to see, do they have kids? Are they married? And so on. And that picture is a little bit different from when we ask people directly what they think drives happiness. And when it comes to kids, people will say that kids do make them happy, and I'm sure they do. However, what we can also see is that the effect of kids who stay in the house, differs from country to country. So a group of researchers have looked at people with kids, so parents, happier than people without kids or vice versa. And what they can see is, for instance, in the US, parents, so people who have kids, are 12% less happy than people who don't have kids. At the other end of the spectrum, you'll have people in Portugal. Portuguese parents are 8% happier than people in Portugal who don't have kids. So that's the sort of spectrum. And now the interesting part is, of course, to try and understand why is that? Is it because Portuguese kids are more wonderful than American kids? Probably not. It's because when we look at what explains the difference in this pattern, it's family policies. Is it easy to be a family in a country? We can see that, for example, Scandinavian countries with great family-friendly policies, good work-life balance, the ability to take days off if your kids are sick, their parents are happier than non-parents. For Portugal and Spain, where parents are happier, it's probably also because they are better at involving the grandparent generation in bringing up the kid. So instead of just being two parents that have to juggle everything and make the dinner and pick up the kids and maintain a career, there's suddenly 6 adults who take care of a kid. So to me, that is a tremendously interesting study, that we see the effect of policies on how parents feel not about their kids, but about their lives.